Hello, everybody, and welcome to WCU Talks. I'm your host, Marek,
And I'm your other host, Zack.
and today WCU talks about food. So, we're just here, we're ready to talk about all the lovely food and not so lovely food in and around town. And what better way to start it off than with some pizza? Zach, what's your favorite pizza spot in Westchester?
Without question, if we're going to be talking about pizza, we have to talk about pizza in Westchester. That's the new place that just came on. I believe it's on Gay Street. They only make two kinds of They make three kinds of pizzas. They make white pizza, they make plain pizza, and they make pepperoni pizza. You cannot call ahead. There's no delivery. You have to show up with cash and order it right there at the front. It's kind of an old school type of business, and based on the reviews from everybody, it's got to be one of the best spots in our area for sure.
Huh. What's a white pizza? I haven't been there.
So the white pizza, it's basically just I think it's three different cheeses, and then it comes with parmesan on top, a side of sauce, and it's kind of their way of having a cheese slice with no sauce on it. You can dip it in the sauce, which is good. It comes with garlic as well.
Hmm.
It's definitely delicious.
So, no sauce. Maybe it's a fake pizza.
Yeah, right. It's a half pizza.
Huh. I don't know how I feel about that, but I might have to check it out. Personally, when it comes to pizza, and this is it's no contest. DP Dough number one.
That's
And
the personal number one in
that's my
Westchester.
personal number one, and I'm not even a big pizza guy, I like Amore's, I like Lorenzo's, but nothing beats a good cheeseburger zone at 2 in the morning. You're out and about, and you bite into it, and it's every bite is just lovely and wonderful, and the
I
atmosphere
can
at times might be a bit questionable, but when it comes to the pizza, I like the pizza.
I can definitely say I've been there as well, and DP Dough does not disappoint ever. That's always the go-to spot, especially at 2 in the morning.
Yeah, I like the late night food type stuff, and I really wish they had more than in Westchester because I mean it's a college town. I'm not saying we need
Yeah,
24 hours, but 23 could work.
yeah, that's one thing I definitely living on Walnut Street. I wish there were more late options because there were times where, I get home from a class, maybe I had a 7 to 10 o'clock class. I get home at 10 p.m. and there's nothing really open. That was always a tougher thing, especially on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday where a lot of stuff's closing at 9, 10 o'clock. But DPO was always there for me, so that
Yeah,
was always the good option.
DPDO's our Lord and Savior. Do you have any more pizzas you want to talk about, or are we just moving on?
I think we're good on the pizza part, but I'm very curious. Have you ever been to Limoncello?
Limoncello, I have not. I know people who've been there. I have a friend of a friend who works there, and I've heard good stuff.
Yes, I also have a friend that works there. I also have heard great things. Still, sadly, have not tried that Italian cuisine,
Oh.
but one day.
See, when it comes to Italian food, and I know it's gonna make a lot of people mad, and might start a huge drama and make a lot of angry comments on the account, but I gotta say, Italian food. Who's going out and hear me out? You're ordering $18 pasta and then $2 drink. Maybe there's free refills, maybe there's not. I don't know. And then I'm not saying you shouldn't tip, but on top of that, you got tip. And maybe your boy wants to get a dessert, and then you walk out of there and you just spent like $50. I mean, come on. I'm sorry, but pasta. You go to the Walmart, you get the $2 great value box. Not even $2. Who am I kidding? And I say, hey, I make a sauce. I put some meats in there, and I'm having a good time. But limoncello, I know. I got a
I
lot of
haven't
stuff to
thought of
say.
it that way. I haven't thought about how affordable pasta is, because you really will get a $24 pasta dish,
Yep.
but then you'll get maybe a steak dish where that cost of meat was far more than the pasta they're supplying. So that's very interesting, actually.
Yeah, the markup on
At least you get a
pasta.
side salad, though.
Yeah.
At least you get a side salad.
Okay, but this thing is, I don't eat the side salad because there's bread and there's this, and then okay, and then oh well, you want a super salad? I'm not gonna take a soup. I don't want this three bean soup. And then I get the salad, and then okay, I eat some bread, I eat the salad, and then my food comes out, and I can barely finish it because I just stuffed myself with carbohydrates and leaves.
That is one thing. The bread at the beginning of the meal is definitely a crusher. It will ruin the main course,
It's too tempting.
but
It's
I
like,
cannot stop eating it.
yeah.
So how about yes, what about, the couch tomato? I believe you said you were there recently.
Yeah.
I've never been there personally. That's right in the town as well.
Couch Tomato, I was there the other day, and boy, was it lovely. I walked in, saw my friends there, and a good time. I didn't realize it at first, but you order at their counter, they don't come to you. And like you grab a menu, but then you go up and there's a menu there. So I was a little confused at first. But anyways, I go to the counter, I order my sandwich. You know, the lovely lady at the counter flips around the iPad. I give her a nice tip for a good service. And then I hear my name called at the counter. And I go up to grab my food and I'm like asking, hey, is this mine? Because I don't think this is mine, but I don't see my name on it. And this looks like mine, but I also don't see my name on it. I just didn't want to steal somebody else's food. And it turns out everything was all right. It's all good. I got my soup, got my sandwich, tomato bisque, and some sort of cheese barbecue smokehouse, I think, sandwich. This is really good. I give it
Yeah,
a solid 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Would that be more close to an 8.5 out of 10 or an 8 out of 10?
I think it's closer to a 4 out of 5.
Okay. I like that. So, the one place that I am big on is Moss Mexican Grill. As for Mexican cuisine, it's not your mom and pop shop that's, a smaller spot that's very authentic. It's more of a bigger chain restaurant. And one of the things that they have that I really like is the fajitas. They bring those out. Nothing better than getting some fajitas and a margarita after a long day at work.
Ooh,
Yep.
look at that.
Um, yeah. So the margaritas that they had several different options: a grapefruit, an orange, the plain margarita, and they do margarita specials, especially around Cinco de Mayo. I know a big following of people always go to Moss Mexican Grill in Westchester, and yeah. So overall, that's my favorite Mexican cuisine in the town of Westchester, at least. Have
Oh,
you had Moss before or any other Mexican restaurants?
I haven't, but if we're talking Mexican, we gotta talk Chipotle.
Gotta talk Chipotle.
What's your
Big Chipotle guy.
what's your Chipotle order?
So a lot of people are big on the bowl. I'm a big burrito guy. I
Oh,
like having it
really?
all in one bite. Yeah. So
Oh.
I do brown rice. I like it brown rice is a little more grainy, not as squishy. So I do brown rice.
Mm-hmm.
I do double chicken because you can never get enough chicken.
Okay.
I get I get some queso. I get a little bit of their hot sauce they have, and then sour cream and cheese to top it off. And then I have the best meal of my entire life.
Oh, yummy.
Delicious.
Now, you know, my Chipotle order, I would tell you, but I really don't know what my order is, frankly. But
Yeah.
one time, many moons ago, I DoorDashed Chipotle, and I ordered a bowl because I'm a bowl guy. Um,
Yeah.
Admittedly, the value is probably better on the burrito because you can't eat the bowl. The bowl's like made out of like compost and stuff, and I don't want to eat that.
Right. Yeah.
Probably tastes like styrofoam. And I ordered my DoorDash, and I believe I put in, I don't know, I just ordered the bowl. There was no customization options. The only option I could select was chicken. So I just assumed, I don't know, maybe they're low on ingredients and they're just making some pre-made custom bowl with
Right.
chicken. My food comes, I open my bowl, it's just chicken. It's just a bowl of chicken.
Just chicken.
Just
No
chicken.
rice, no nothing.
Nothing. Nothing.
Wow.
And you know, I don't want to diss the employees. I love the food folks there, but they probably just saw, you know, on the thing it just said just chicken. So
Yep.
it's not about Chipotle, it's about DoorDash. So might start a
Right.
huge drama there. But
I have had similar problems with DoorDash and Chipotle and orders being messed up. So I've just had to go in person every time now. I don't trust the DoorDash.
yeah, sometimes, you know, they're missing something. They're missing multiple things. You know, if it's one thing, it's like, all right, you forgot the fries, I'll live. But sometimes it's, you know, if they forget half your order, there's gonna be a problem.
Well, we've talked about all the different savory foods in Westchester, but I think it's time we talk about the sweets,
Oh, the
and
sweets.
that's Insomnia Cookie.
Insomnia cookies. Oh man. Ooh, insomnia cookies is might as well be called the freshman 15 because I feel like everyone I've talked to is just like, yeah, freshman year, going out, having a nice little time at night, walking into town, taking in the atmosphere, and what do you see there? Insomnia cookies, and it's just so
And they're
tempting. It's
open
so
late.
tempting. It's
Yeah.
I can't. Every time I walk past there, or even near there, um, in town, I have to hold myself back because I know I'm gonna get the box of 6 cookies.
Yep.
Oh, what's your what's your do you get the 6 box, the 6 count
So yeah,
box?
I get the 6 box and I switch it up with every different kind they have.
Oh,
I probably do 2 chocolate chip, I do 1 double chocolate,
yup.
I do 1 red velvet, and then
Okay,
I just whatever else they have. They have a peanut butter cup one. I just gotta give it a
okay.
shot. Have to. What about you? What's your 6?
My 6, I believe what I do usually, I'm feeling good. I do 3 chocolate chip. So I got the half. I got half of it, just the standard, brilliant, just delicious cookie. You can't go wrong with chocolate chip. Then I do 2 chocolate chunk, or is it double chocolate chunk? I don't know what it's called, but it's the dark brown one.
Yep,
You don't gotta,
delicious.
yeah. And
Food
then
coma.
1 M&M. I like
M&M,
sweets. I'm a
yes.
big candy guy. But might have to try the red velvet. I do like red velvet cake. Ooh, I could go for
Yeah.
some of that right now.
Yeah, the one thing that Insomnia also has is a homemade ice cream sandwich where they'll
Oh,
bring out 2 warm chocolate chip cookies, put a scoop of ice cream right in the middle, and you eat that thing and you'll be in bed very quickly.
oh, really? That's
It will
surprising.
put you in the
There's a lot
food
of.
coma of your life.
Oh, that makes sense. I thought maybe not because there's a lot of sugar in there. Me,
Yep.
I think that might keep me up. But
Might keep you up for a little bit.
yeah, like with insomnia and a lot of other places, I just find the one thing I like, and I never get anything else. So I'm like, I always see isn't it called like the chipwich or something? The
Yep.
chocolate
Yeah.
chipwich, yeah. I always see that. I'm like, maybe I'll get it, but I'm like, or I could just get what I always get. Not
Yeah,
that it's
I
gonna
have
be
that same
bad, but
thing.
it's
That's one thing I
just.
have. Whenever I go to especially chain restaurants, franchises, or anything, it's so hard for me to risk enjoying the
Hmm.
meal on something I haven't tried. So once I know I
Yeah.
love something, I always have to go to it.
Okay, and for our last segment, I figured let's talk about the classic, the king of fast food, McDonald's.
McDonald's. You can't go wrong with McDonald's. Another late night gem of a food.
Yep.
Get a 20-piece nugget, get a Big Mac, get whatever you
Oh,
want,
oh.
and it will hit. It will be good.
You're
It might not be good
speaking.
for you, but it tastes great.
Yeah, you're speaking my language. I don't know what they put in there. They had the whole thing with the pink chicken nuggets, all that goo, but I think that might have been. I don't know if that was true, but
Yeah, I try to avoid those videos.
yeah, ignorance is bliss. At least when it comes
Yes.
to definitely
Ignorance
when it
is
comes to
bliss.
what I'm putting into my body, that's totally fine.
That's the
Um,
truth.
Yeah, but I do like, we just said how Insomnia is open late. McDonald's is actually open late. That one on the edge of town. I'm not sure about the one that's a little bit past Ram's Diner, but the one
Right.
that's, in town next to the Wawa. I guess they're both
Yep.
next to Wawa's, but the one next to Wendy's, if you know, you know. That's open, I believe, 24 hours um on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday,
Right.
but it's drive-through only. So
Right.
if you don't have a car, they're gonna yell at you. I learned from experience. I learned the hard way. They're like, "Don't come back if you're gonna walk it." I'm like, "Why? I'm giving you money. Come on, man.
Yeah, right.
Come
Trying to buy
on."
your product here.
Yeah, yeah. They are. The people who work at the drive-thru. They do make commission. So you're a Big Mac kind of guy.
Um,
What's your order?
I don't
What's
know.
your
So
order?
if it's a late night ordering, a fully loaded Big Mac is my go-to.
Okay.
If I am during the day and I'm just looking for a quick snack, I just go to the chicken nuggets. I love all their
Oh
sauce. They
yeah.
have sweet and sour, barbecue,
Yup. Sweet and
ranch.
sour. Oh.
Sweet and sour is the one right
Yup.
there.
That is.
That's the one.
Yeah, I was a ketchup only guy for my formative years, but once I hit puberty, I believe I was like, let me try this sweet and sour as a rite of
Yep.
passage, and oh, I can never go back.
Expanded the horizons.
Yeah, I think my bloodstream is about 5% McDonald's sweet and sour.
Yes.
Last time I checked, my doctor. I'm not his favorite patient, but I love those nugs.
I
Personally,
am right there with you.
yeah. Personally, I go for the quarter pounder and large fry, large nug. Gotta have the Sprite. And I don't like soda, but the Sprite, sometimes it'll taste like TV static, but sometimes it's like liquid gold.
It is like liquid gold. That Sprite hits so different, especially in the morning if you're a little dehydrated. You get a big, large Sprite. Not that it's the best thing to hydrate you. It
Yeah.
is the greatest tasting thing for your hydration at that time, though.
Ooh. But don't even get me
So,
started on the McFlurries.
oh, McFlurry. Give me an
Yeah.
Oreo
Oh,
McFlurry any
Oreo
day of the week.
McFlurry. Oh, I love that.
Are you an
But
M&M
only
guy?
I I try them here and there. They're rarely available, but I feel that the Oreo McFlurry is more mixed thoroughly. Whereas
Right.
the M&M one, they kind of just put M&Ms at the top and that's it. I don't know
Yep.
why, but McFlurry, it's only if the ice cream machine's working.
Yeah,
So,
and that's a rarity around
yeah.
these parts.
And the milkshakes, I didn't have those like ever until last year. Oh, the milkshakes.
Do you
That's
ever
good.
you try the Shamrock Shake or
Oh no. Doesn't that have like 2,000 calories? Or is that
is it? I don't know.
I it's some one of the nutrition facts is really psycho. I don't know what it is,
Maybe
but I
that
remember.
explains the bloating around every single time I get one of those.
Yeah, a little
That could be it.
suspicious.
Could be it.
Speaking of bloating, I think it's about time we wrap this up, Zach.
Yeah, so everyone just remember to like and subscribe to WCU Talks and go to constudent.org for more Westchester student insider information.
Thank you, everyone, for listening to the first episode of WCU Talks Food. We'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye now.